يا نفس إن لم تظفري لا تجزعي.
The first hadith in Bukhari Sharif is about the Niyyah, the intention. So if we know this, if we read this, it makes your hair stand up. Very important thing to keep an eye on our Niyyah, on our intention. Whatever we do, take a minute or half a minute, correct our Niyyah. How do we connect? How do I correct? Do I turn a button on or whatever? Ask your heart. Where are you going? For who you are going? And of course, it takes time. The Ikhlas is a quality that becomes after a lot of effort. It comes at the end. And it's the first one to leave. So, that's why Mukhlisin, the people of Ikhlas, are very few. Because of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take the adhab back. Because of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change the situation of those that are asking Allah's help but don't have ikhlas because of one person. So always, my brother, keep intention on niyyah on our, keep an eye on our intention, our niyyah, that we are here to always to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept. Like we mentioned before, and Brother Lawi always he reminds me that in the akhirah, the amal will be weighed, not be counted, because it will be in what? In the scale, the mizan. So the heavier the amal, the more your good deeds will be heavier, because they were done with ikhlas, even though they were done very few. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those, and make dua for each other. Always ask for ikhlas from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we don't want to be those who go with a lot, but it wasn't worth anything. We may go with few little amal, but they were done pleasing for Allah's pleasure. That will be enough for you to enter the paradise, the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just a reminder, my brothers. And the shaitan, he's always after this intention, because he knows. He will say, okay, let him do this, let him do this, let him keep going, keep worshipping, keep fasting, keep giving charity, keep going Fajr, keep going for Umrah, keep doing this. And then he will come with the plan where he will spoil your intention. Because he knows son of Adam. He knows us very well, because he's been around son of Adam from day one. We only know him for whatever the age we are, maybe at the age of 10 when we become baligh, or 11, that's when we start hearing about shaitan and that we're supposed to stay away from and watch out, right? But he knows us. So when the child is born, he's also there. He wants to welcome to his kingdom. That's why when the child is born, right away we say the adhan. So the first thing they hear is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they know. So whatever time you have, take care of it and worship Allah. Earn the pleasure of Allah before it's too late. That's why a lot of time when a person is at the deathbed, and then at that time they want to do, let me do this. Too late. Too late, my brothers. Now at the time Allah has given us, we are healthy, we can hear, we can donate, we can talk, we can listen, we can see, we can walk to the masjid, we can come to the masjid, and we can spread a good word. You can invite somebody towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Invitation towards Allah is the biggest thing. Man ahsanu, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلٌ مِّمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلٌ, whose words can be better Mean there is no other better speech. When Allah is saying something like this, when we even talk among each other, when we say, there is nothing better than like that. Is there anything better than like that? So we are emphasizing that there is nothing better. Allah is saying, whose words can be better than that? The one who inviting people towards Allah. And he or she does not consider them to be very, themselves to be something or big da'i or big scholar. وَإِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and say, I'm just among the Muslims. So invite towards Allah and humble yourself for Allah. This is the best speech. This is loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't say, I'm the inviter, I'm the da'i Allah, and then, you should all, I'm the sheikh, you should be all, listen to me. No, humble yourself. Consider yourself nothing. What is insan? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if small thing can take us out of service. A little thing, heart stops pumping, out of service. Warranty void. Khalas. Little things. So that's why we always have to humble ourselves and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us under His rahmah, under His mercy. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves these type of people. Sometimes there are people around us, we don't even know them, but people in the sky know them very well. In dunya, they have no status. Maybe they don't have too much money. Maybe they don't have a, luxury, this and that. But because they are very conscious about Allah, they have the taqwa, they have the fear. Whatever they do, they always have the khawf of Allah. They always keep Allah in their mind before any action they do. That's why they are very beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows them by name. And He talks to them, the malaika, among the malaika about them. And because of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, bring rahmah and mercy. And sometimes you see that some person you meet for the first time, you never met them in their life, you automatically have a good feelings in your heart toward them. You never met them, first time. But in your heart you already have a good feeling about them, and then you feel comfortable being around them. And so to the point that you want to be around them. Why? Because they are the ones loved by Allah. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves someone, so what He does, He makes alan. He tells all the angels that I love so and so. And you also love him or her. For Allah, a man and a woman can do the effort and reach the piety, the taqwa. We have very, if you study the history of Islam, many women that became very, they did a lot of service for the deen of Allah, and because they were muttaqiyya, they're fearful of Allah. So then He will say to the Jibreel alayhi salam, go and make alan that Allah loves so and so. Allah loves him or Allah loves her, and then all the people should also love him or her. So that's why you will see somebody that you already have some good feeling or towards them because Allah is loving them, and then that is already in your heart. Allah has put that. So my brother, the unseen system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is working around us 24/7. We think we are doing things because, you know why? Because we can't see the unseen system of Allah. So whatever we see, we go towards that. Oh, this is that because of this. This is that because of this. Of course, dunya darul asbab. Ad-dunya darul asbab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does things behind the veil of the means. But Allah is qadir. He can bring things into existence without asbab. For insan, if we want to make something, we need material things to make other material things. To make a house, we need wood, cement, this. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is able to create things out of nothing. So He created water when there was no water. Allah created water without water. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created air without air. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to, all He has to, it doesn't even have to say kun fayakun, and it becomes into existence. And my brother, the hearts are controlled by Allah. We can't turn people's heart towards us or away from us. Allah is the one who controls the hearts. And Allah is the one who knows what is in the hearts. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who according to our intention and our niyyah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you. Just like that one Bidwan, and he had, just in his mind, he had a thought, I wish if this mountain was gold or whatever commodity, I will spend it all in the path of Allah. All he did was, in his heart, he was just thinking. Because Allah knows the heart, the condition of the heart and what is in the heart, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the reward of spending their whole mountain in the path of Allah. He didn't even blink an eye. The scholars, they mention that 3 places the shaitan will attack. Before you doing some action, he will try to spoil your niyyah. And while you are doing it, he will try to spoil. Now you started something with ikhlas, you came to the masjid with ikhlas, and now you're praying, and you see somebody looking at you, then your niyyah changed. But you came to the masjid, you had a full ikhlas, but when you enter the masjid, because people, or a guy like me, they started listening to his speech and maybe became happy. They're listening to me. They're happy with my talk. No, only for Allah. So, beginning of the amal, in the middle of the amal, at the end of the amal. 3 places the shaitan will say, okay, now we start doing some action with ikhlas. We went through it without the shaitan trying to spoil our niyyah. Now, he doesn't stop there. At the end, he will try to spoil our niyyah. So, what will happen? A person is trying to live all his life with ikhlas, working very hard, putting himself into different hard situations because he wants to do only for Allah. All his life. Now the time of death is coming. So this is opportunity for the shaitan now. So he comes. MashaAllah, young people here. Very important for the youth nowadays to read the Surah Yusuf, story of Yusuf alayhi salam. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected him from the haram. And all the youth here are, haram is so easily available. It is who will protect? Is Allah. Yusuf alayhi salam, he said, is Allah. It is only, he is protected, she is only protected as if Allah has special mercy on them. If they are under Allah's rahmah, if they are under Allah's radar, then they will be protected. Otherwise, the fitna, that's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us about the fitna that took away Bani Israel, the fitna of the nisa. It is not because the women are bad, but shaitan can use them. He has many tools. He is not just working alone. He has many gadgets that he developed throughout the years. Being after the son of Adam, throughout the years. When you are a mechanic or a doctor, after experience you start developing your own ways, your own methods. Curing people. In this case, shaitan, in deceiving people, he has developed many tools. Music, wine, women. These are all. That's why in Jannah, they will be freely available. If Allah save us, then in return, Allah will give us sharaban tahura. Last time I mentioned that Allah will give you give you wine with His hand. Maybe some brothers say that was not correct, so I want to correct that. But it will be easily available there. It's good to, take wine and pour and drink, but if somebody pours for you, better. Inshallah, next Jummah khutbah. Inshallah ta'ala. May Allah give us tawfiq and the courage. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. الحمد لله الذي تأشقت به الأرض والسماوات وتشوقت إليه أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات ينجيهم بأداء الفرائض من المهلكات وينزلهم منازل المقربين بالسعي من التطوعات وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له في الذات والصفات وأشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله سيد الموجودات عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أفضل الصلوات وأزكى التحيات أما بعد فيا معاشر الحاضرين إن الله تعالى فرض عليكم فرائض واستقيموا عليها وسن لكم رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم تطوعات معها فاجتهدوا أن لا تتركوا شيئا منها فإن تطوعات مكملات المحسمات فقد قال عليه الصلاة والسلام إن أول ما يحاسب به العبد يوم القيامة من أعماله الصلاة فإن لم صلحت فقد أفلح وأنجح فإن فسدت فقد خاب وخسر فإن انتقص من فريضة شيئا قال رب تعالى انظروا هل لعبدي من تطوع فيكمل به من قص من الفريضة ثم يكون سائر الأعمال على ذلك واعلموا أن تطوعات قربات عند الله تعالى قال عليه الصلاة والسلام قال الله تعالى ولا يزال عبدي يتقرب إلي بالنوافل حتى أحبه إلى آخر الحديث وقال الله سبحانه وتعالى بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن تطوع خيرا فإن الله شاكر عليم بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا بآيات وذكر الحكيم نستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفره إنه هو الغفور الرحيم الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا وبشر المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد عبدك ورسولك وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون اذكروا الله يذكركم ولذكر الله تعالى عز وجل وتم وهم أكبر أقيموا الصلاة